loving, tell me say I really don't know. I get girl, she demand me, don't know. I get girl, she demand me, don't know. Oh, for your matter, mo fo, mo fo. 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 My Adam, give me special love, mama, give me your lolly. 50 bottles for my baby, your lolly. 50 cigarettes for my baby, your lolly.
And don't release me.
Anything you say, I'll do. Anything you want, I'll give. Baby, your love is taking me to places I never knew. Prisoner, prisoner.
Shika.
Prisoner, prisoner. Necessary noise. Boy, that Kenyan boy make me hot. Skip a bit like boy. The way he move on the dance floor, boy. We are original Kenyan boy. Yo, why rape the love child? Nazizi, the first lady, we make it hot. You know, we make it hot.
Kenyan girl, would you come take a walk with me?
Nataka chali wa Nairobi. Kenyan boy, would you come take a walk with me?
Oh, tunataka manzi wa Nairobi. Kenyan girl, would you come take a walk with me?
Nataka chali wa Nairobi. Kenyan boy, would you come take a walk with me?
Oh, tunataka manzi wa Nairobi.
Nilikutana na yeye nikipanda 23 kwenye bus stop akinicheki secretly. Jamaa was so fly, yo karibu mini bleki. Akapanda ma3 karibu na mikaketi. Immediately sikungoja sikusleki, nikajidai excuse me unafeki. Got his attention, sasa power mambo deadly. Ni aje chali, vipi unaitwa nani? Mimi naitwa Naz na burundio mtaani. Where you going to? Unashuka upande gani? And if you don't mind, twende round mtaani. I like the way you smell, hiyo ni cologne gani? Umenibamba style nyingine deadly yani. Unapenda reggae, nina collection nyumbani. Tumefika kuja piga left hapa njiani. Pop some of that tuongee mambo flani.
Kenyan girl, would you come take a walk with me?
Nataka chali wa Nairobi. Kenyan boy, would you come take a walk with me?
Oh, tunataka manzi wa Nairobi. Kenyan girl, would you come take a walk with me? Vitanifanya nini mimi?
Kenyan boy, would you come take a walk with me? Ami tishi, ami babaishi. Maisha nayoishi haya nikubali. Ami tishi, ami babaishi. Maisha nayoishi haya nikubali.
I love you, music.
Bila spare tire nasafiri kwenye barabara ya maisha bila kutaka, saa yoyote naweza kupata pancha. Kwa hivyo naendesha gari yangu pole pole sana. Allahu Akbar, Mungu ni mkubwa. Asante Baba kwa kunisaidia kujua ukiotesha mazuri utavuna. Tangu siku yangu ya kuzaliwa mpaka siku hii tumefika. Hakuna mtu angewahi fikiria sifa za Isa, yule kijana aliyekuwa kikaa jobless kona kisaga bomba. Ijapokuwa amesoma angekuwa akisikizwa kwa redio, matamshi kukubaliwa na kila masikio. Kucheza kuku dansa uchakacha ndio matokeo. Leo ni leo, nikilegea cha kwangu kitapepea. Si mimi, ni maisha ninayoishi. Hamnitishi, hamnibabaishi.
Ami tishi, ami babaishi. Maisha nayoishi haya nikubali. Ami tishi, ami babaishi. Maisha nayoishi haya nikubali.
You're hanging out with DJ NARAH.
Mazembe patana na udem akanishoa kuna maisi wakali. So nikampeleka Decimal akapatana na Punet alafu msio kaka nipe track twende kazi. Raja mimkali nianzaga mziki tuna na kitari, akajikanisha basi tuna daktari, sonajiwa fasha na kuwaga daktari. Rap mtaani mini ordinary, silo getikari boss minane, ndo maana tunashiraga kelele, wanataka mpango kando ati ni wadare. Boss hey nishamare, niko mdogo tu kwenye gari. Sio sare, nikisonga mbele wako pale si tuko kwenye club tuna pale lezo, yani pale narusha mizuka na pale
aitwa Lima Mama Nita, mrefu kidogo mnacha kitu ka 3 meters, nipande kama maji kwa tap kutoka kwa mita, mdogo aweza katikia, nikiwa nyuma yake uzadhani mimi ni mkia. Hii drink yangu amefanya kajimwagia, na anacheka nikimwambia nataka akipita base kila mtu amuita auntie, tabia zake uzadhani ni mlame, ngozi yake laini na rangi ya nami, macho akincheki na wish ningekuwa ndani ya jeans yake, lipata size yake, anipeleke kwake aishi kwa mamake, kila mande na mshengware tuslale mate asiwe mambo atake nipeleke aoni tukimaliza twaruka mtoto mzuri kwangu asiwe mambo atake nipeleke aoni tukimaliza twaruka
shida nini madame wataka tuwe same, mkilemewa ni shame wataka kutu blame. Hii ni kama game hatuwezi kuwa same, sitakutaja name unanipenda juu ya fame. Kama wewe ni wa kusalimiana na watu kwa barabara we ni waswara, kama wewe ni wa kuchekesha makonkodi usilipe kodi we ni kigwara. Apanatisha mimi thao ya saloon, shika mbao nyoa kichwa safu kama balloon, za lunch za noon. See you soon, usiwe kulakula kama baboon. Siwezi tu kama hujaiva, na pia siwezi tu kama sijaiva. Kwanza make list ya watu wa shaku fist, nasikia ushachafua mpaka kwetu east kwa mapisi.
Asiwe mambo atake nipeleke aoni tukimaliza twaruka mtoto mzuri kwangu asiwe mambo atake nipeleke
Latino, I've discovered she's my type. Just the way she works it out, how she flex on neat reggaeton, and I know you're working me on. Girl, I can't help myself. I just want you to know that I cannot leave you without knowing what I feel inside. You may be foolish trying to say, but I'm brave enough to play. Those type of games lead me on, and I know you're working me on. Girl, I can't help myself. I just want you to know. You really got me on like fire. I wish I could take my time, 'cause I wanna get to know you better, baby. You're my desire. You really got me on like fire. I wish I could take my time, 'cause I wanna get to know you better, baby.
It's going down, fade to Black Street. The homies got at me, collab creations, bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me. Say out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Black Street and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Shutting it down, good lord. Baby got them open all over town. Strictly cause you don't play around. Cover much ground, got game all around. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day. True play away, I can't get it out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow. East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, it's no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
She's got class and style. She knowledge by the time. Baby never act wild. Very low key on the profile. Catching feelings is a no. Let me tell you how it goes. Curves the word, spins the verb. Lovers it curves so free. What you heard? Rolling with the fatness. Don't even know what the half is. You got to pay to play. Just for sure they bang bang to look your way. I like the way you work it. Trump tight all day, every day. You're blowing my mind, maybe in time. Baby, I can get you in my ride.
I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I got to bag it up.
You're hanging out with DJ NARAH.
Namtizama yule pale, namtamani sana toka zamani. Oh girl, are you the cutest in the party? So tell me now, give me the light and just call me. Yule pale, namtizama sana toka zamani. Ulivyokaa macho yako ya kijani. Ya kijani. My girl, are you the girl for me? You're what me want and no brings up constantly. I no time, but no waste when it come to me. So run it up, cause you know how to work for me. Baby, not one bring joy to me.
Good morning. How you doing this amazing Thursday morning? Welcome to the GCT. You're listening to your number one online radio station, Juice Wave Radio. And in the building we do have Miss Blondie.
And I am DJ NARAH, aka a girl baby, a girl toto.
Umeamkaje my dear?
Nimeamka vizuri sana. First of all, I am ashamed to say nearly oversleep.
Ulilala.
Yeah.
Kali slap leo.
Singizi kale ka 6 am, kale ka 6:30 hivi na kulikuwa kuna drizzle kidogo asubuhi. We kidogo nichelewe bwana.
Okay.
Yes, but Mungu hawezi allow.
We are here.
Yes.
And ready to kill it. I know you guys are wondering, Bona, the guy himself,
you
the
know?
man, the lure man in the building.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hayuko nasi. But he will be joining us tomorrow. Leo hangepatikana, he had some errands to run. But we know we got his support from out there, so I hope you're killing it. Stay safe, alright?
Yeah.
But on to our show. Leo, it's a legendary Thursday, so it's one of those days we choose to go throwback. Umesikiza your playlist?
Safi.
Have you have decided
wekea childhood memories
unaturudisha pale
pale
even if it is remembering your exes, don't go back, alright? Tusirudi, acha tukumbuke tu memories, you know, and then not go back.
Usianze, hi, it's been a while, I miss you. You don't have to reply.
Exactly, you don't have to reply. I really hate that, by the way.
Ulikuwa unatuma ya nini basi?
Why were you texting kama uko unataka reply?
Kwa nini Safaricom?
Si ungeni block right after. But
yes,
there's this story I wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
Yesterday when we left here, nilienda home na nikaamua kupitia tu social media, the usual kind of way, you know. So niko pale social media and I ran into this one of Kenyan legends. Pale kwa social media, like he used to be big in our industry, Bamboo. You remember African Bantu?
Wow.
Yes, Bamboo. Yeah. Usilete gompe. Okay.
Kwa demi yangu manze.
Victoria Kimani's brother.
Yeah.
So when I was going through his page, I realized si aliokoka. He got born again.
Okay.
Yes, he did. So I was going back to when he was talking about his heydays, zile siku zenye alikuwa pale top,
you know,
and he mentioned that I came across the article that he did with a certain newspaper I won't mention.
Okay.
Then kwa hiyo interview, he talks about how he got to the big platforms. We could see pictures of Bamboo ile time alikuwa mzee with kina Swiss Beats, Ja Rule, you know, these big artists from the international scene. Yeah. So then he narrates how he was to be initiated into the cult itself, the supposed Illuminati, whatever notions.
Of those days.
Yeah. that he wanted to be a big artist, of which he had all the connections necessary.
Yeah.
And then he says that there is this particular instance where picha nyata alikuwa, for example, it's a photo of him and Jarul, and then he says that after that is when Ali get now to meet the people who run the music industry. So he says that he says that alikuwa ready so much to be so big, and then he goes ahead to recognize that he was dating a certain lady, and then this lady told him that to be able to make it in this industry, you have one step, like you have a couple of steps left, you need to join a brotherhood, a certain brotherhood, and you need to be initiated. So for him it was like all process gone, nini mpaka the priest is present for whatever the sorcery they were to perform. He had been given some books, and he says that these are the people who run this industry. And when I was keeping up with the post Ukuju, you find that the past couple of weeks or days, he has been targeting, ama he has aired out kina Jay-Z, Kanye West, and the likes, and to the point hadi kina Beyonce, and their involvement in all this. And that brought me to the story. Unakumbuka back then when we had these movies, the Illuminati 1, Illuminati 2. Did you watch these movies? Because I did.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, I did.
Kwa tunawatch hivi. Sasa mwende muongelele shule. If anyone acts funny, ulisikia nani alijoin
Illuminati. And that thing was so, at that point tulikuwa tunaona
it was such a big deal.
It was such a big deal. And then for me, I don't know if for you it was the same.
Yeah.
I consumed the news so much, even to the point I was like, you want to tell me? Because they would like be specific on a certain goma, unaona this sign ni ya mashetani, sijui what they say exactly. And it was even there, yes, they are God, Baphomet and whatever and all this. And in my head I was like
vile
in my head niko like, at some point I grew up and I took it like those are just people creating stories, and then probably they want to convince us everybody who's successful is successful through the evil, the evil route. But I tend to believe at some point some people are successful based on their hard work and God, and you know. But now hearing it from Bamboo, somebody who says he has experienced it and says that the music industry is as he puts it, the evil, like that is the devil's kingdom, the music industry itself.
Wow. Okay.
So for me now it leaves me wondering, don't you think that kind of information blocks people from wanting to get there? If you tell somebody the only way you're going to succeed in this industry, they come out to sell your soul to some,
some spirits that you don't know. I think by the affects some people.
Yeah, it does.
But you have to look at it also in the way of for example sasa hawa Illuminati au wenye tulikuwa tunaonyeshwa, nakumbuka ukienda kuimba hadi ile ngoma ya Rihanna Umbrella, unaambiwa la hiyo umbrella la Ella means anga god of anga witch.
Me, I even had to do the meaning of Blue Ivy there.
Blue Ivy means
like
anga
story was
inakatwa. There was a place Rihanna like danced really well, so when it's posed you're shown that is a sign of Baphomet.
Exactly.
The triangle lights put together and every ndo hii bulb. I wish guys in studio could see this bulb that we are talking about. Iko hapa kwa mlango, the fluorescent bulb. It's long. You can't fold it, you can't nini. So what shapes can you make with this bulb? The square, triangle, and maybe hizo rhombus.
The rectangle,
the ninis. So akimake triangle akaya hapo katikati. And those
it becomes a totally
and now it was only black people.
Yeah.
You understand?
That is the funny part. Like most
the
of
white
them,
musicians those ones have worked hard for their
they have done it the right way.
They have gone through all the processes, but the black ones who've made it and become international,
they were
those
the
ones
most.
So when you look at it like that, you're like, there's something.
And it becomes at some
the
point.
cult could be there. We don't dispute there are forces on this earth.
There are people who practice some of this stuff.
Yes. I mean, if there is a God, then there must be some other forces.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
Yeah.
But sasa when you make it such a it's only black people and it's only the music industry, stuff like Freemason, hizo ni za politicians, big people in the day, but because they are not in the entertainment industry where you're seen every day, you don't hear about it.
True.
So those could be the people that Bamboo is talking about.
True.
The behind the scenes people.
Kind of people.
Yeah, but where society usikatae ngoma, you come do your thing.
You can do your thing in the clean way.
Yeah, kwanza sahi,
you
maybe
can.
in his days there were no avenues to pursue music
to
by
actually
yourself.
be who you want
Kitambo
to be.
zilikuwa cartels.
True.
But right now, mazee,
You can kill it without even having
by yourself.
do most of this stuff.
Absolutely.
And to make it or more surprising, I just saw that Bamboo is married to a Ugandan lady who was a witch for 7 years because she was taught by her grandmother. Like that, I wish to read the book. They have written a book. And that is some really.
Some international.
Yeah, that is some really.
That is some, you remember
crazy
Blood Sisters?
stuff. Yeah. You know, like
some crazy plot right there.
Some people like the things they do out here, and she says that it's the grandmother that alimfunza.
But I've heard about that. I've heard like those witching families. Like it's a rite of passage, like the way a man,
Oh Jesus, no.
Yes, you are left for those things.
Unaachiwa ni kama inheritance.
Well, whatever you do with them, ni shida yako, but point ni
the knowledge you have it
tisha,
on how to practice.
So if you know how to cheat the universe, utakosa kutumia kwa nini?
It truly makes perfect sense. But then again, that is for Bamboo. That is another legend in the Kenyan industry that probably yesterday needed to listen to his music and get a catch up with what he has been up to. But I've brought you at least up to speed with what he's up to. But on some news, well, Tiger. You all know Tiger? Tiger, the international artist.
Yeah.
The Chris Brown's friends, the Black China's baby daddy, you know, the Kylie Jenner's ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Do I go on?
Do you need to go on?
Do I go on? Okay, so Tiger is being accused of physically abusing the girlfriend, but to the point he has surrendered. Like
he has agreed, he has admitted.
Ameenda ka surrender to the accusations and whatever. Amejipeleka kwa polisi yeye mwenyewe.
Wait, we are talking about the same Tiger.
The same Tiger, you know. These girls and lawyer huyo mwenye hapo.
1GB Tiger. That one. Assaulted who?
Like alichapa manzi yake, like the girlfriend even had a black eye.
Are you serious? Na vile anakaanga chilled hapa.
Of which
it just goes to say, maze, don't judge.
He doesn't look like the violent kind.
Right?
Like
like, you know,
yeah.
For a day keeps the
and I don't think I've
away.
even had him
in
scandals Davita. So it is scary, but at the same time, do we still beat our women? Do we still do that?
Let me tell you.
Do we still beat women?
Short of advertising, you know, another show on our show. Nikikuta kwa matatu, as late as I was, that was the topic on Classic 105 with Minor and
yes.
Oi, the other name is who? Kingangi.
Kingangi.
Yeah. So guys, of course women call pale kama steamer, you understand? So they call, they say, oh, me was beaten, I lost 4 teeth, I was unconscious, but he came, he apologized and brought the parents. I'm like, 4 teeth? Menone. And he apologized, he came with my parents.
Wait,
and his
what?
Meno. You see the 4 in scissors na the other neighbors hapo sikumbuki zinaitwa nini. Meno akangolewa, was unconscious, was taken by the neighbors to hospital after hata bleeding out from that teeth, from the teeth falling off. So she's bled out, she's unconscious. The man has left. He has finished his business. He has left to go drink with friends or whatever.
Okay.
So she's taken by the neighbors to hospital. The neighbors are like, is it money you want? We take you to your parents. Is it a car? We shall transport you, maze, because you will die in this house.
True.
She went, stayed for 2 weeks. The man came with the parents, anga the anga a pastor to apologize.
I tend to.
And she went back.
I just don't know. I
don't get it.
Sielewangi hata how people find a love in violence. Let me tell you somebody who actually discouraged me recently too kwa hizi blogs. I keep up with social media a lot.
Okay.
So I came across a post of Wema Sepetu saying that she prefers a man that beats her kidogo.
I'm sorry.
You can imagine, like she said that, and for her she was like so confident she loves a man that can at least at some point punch her and put her in a place. See, like extreme. nipige kidogo, you know, like for her it is a turn on and it is something interesting
Lord
for her.
Jesus, tell
And
me
for
you're
her that
joking.
is some love.
Some love.
Yes, mtu anakuvunja tu. Hey,
Mimi,
And
let
I'm
me tell
left
you, my
wondering.
nah. You touch me like this out the door. Hakuna debate.
that is shouldn't even be a conversation people
If you,
have.
yeah, if you like some sort of pain as pleasure, look into BDSM.
Try it there.
Try BDSM. It's there
Waneni
for
upo.
that. Waneni kwa bed. I like a little bit of.
I like to be beaten up. I
Mark
like
me
to be
absent. Mark me
I don't
absent.
understand. And people who find love in this actually scare me, because then I tend to think you had a very rough upbringing for you to find love in
You
violence.
see, you must have had
Yeah,
a
you might have had a
dysfunctional
very
sort of. Amata,
upbringing.
you don't like it, but you keep getting attracted to it because that's all you
That
know. That's all
yeah,
you grew up with.
and that is what you attract because you allow it.
Hey, Mimi, I'm a baby girl.
Because
you,
you can tell me, and there's this girlfriend I knew, and
Yeah.
she said for her they fight.
Like, fight,
the man
like-
will throw it and then she will return it. So for them, for that, I still don't get it.
Lord Jesus, like now a good one.
Sasa ni tuanze, and then you know a man is clearly way stronger than you are. So how do you tell
How?
me tuko na mapenzi going on there? How is that even love?
Lord Jesus.
No, I think we need to have a conversation, because if you're going to
Beg.
stick around to be beaten, then be ready to write your will at some point, because that means you're ready to die.
Yeah, like that's a
Your death
topic.
wouldn't scare you at all.
Exactly.
And
you're
you're
not
ready to
scared of
lose
death.
it all. Because the moment you give somebody the allowance to beat you
To
once,
beat you like that.
just once, hiyo moja, you've already opened a door.
Thank
And he
you.
will keep doing this. If an apology is all you need, apologies you're going to get them.
Many. That's
So many
I'm
of
telling
them.
you, me the first one outside. the
Acha
door.
tuendange.
Wacha tu. Ai.
Exactly.
Baba wameisha kwa hii dunia.
Mimi I look at it in the sense that if nobody is beating you, why beat me? Mi nakupiga. Why? You're not my mom, you're not my dad. Hata wao kuna
Enda
miaka
gym.
ilifika wakakwama hiyo
Enda
story.
gym, fanya boxing, piga zungushwa hapo.
Endo pigana na wanaume wenzako huko nje.
Thank
If you
you.
need to flex
Iko on your
and
own
show
side.
yourself how much energy you've got. You don't go beating around women.
And the women were saying, you know, for the kids, you have to keep the family together.
Wait, what?
Unaleta your cycle. Sasa your
Exactly.
kid will also grow in that dysfunctional family. Wacha kwani
And there's-
singleness ni nini?
Exactly. And I understand it's hard. It's hard to be a single mom. That is fine.
Fine.
It is
it's not-
hard.
It's also hard to be beaten
And
every
it's
day.
hard in a way hard and way traumatizing for the
Yeah.
kids to
grow
even
up
be
in
raised
such
in
a home.
such a home.
And kama anaweza kupiga na wewe mlipendana, you know, love
Imagine.
of my life, bone of my nini. Why won't he beat the kids?
And why would you think that those kids will not crave the same kind of violence in their
That
lives?
they are seeing every day.
Hiyo yenye wanaona ndio wanajua hivyo ndivyo kupendwa inakaa. Because that is what you're showing them. So let at least when it comes to mapenzi tujaribu kubeba tu akili with us, you know? At some point your happiness, your survival and the happiness for your kids should come first.
Thank you.
Not
safety. Hata tuache happiness. You might not be happy. Maybe you loved him forever and ever and you'll never love again. But safety.
At least
Ati your kids are afraid of going home.
Because they know.
They know.
Those kids that I actually went to school with a girl that akifika home, when the dad anagurumisha gari pale kwa gate, she would run to her bedroom. Because they would rather not even have that conversation. Anaweza geuka tu ampige kofi because the dad is violent. He'll beat the mom. Hata yeye akiwa msichana mzima tu hivyo atapigwa. Like those are kinda some very unhappy homes.
True.
You know, where the man of the house comes and then you just step out, you leave. It makes me feel
how ndo watoto the minute they turn 18 out the door.
Exactly. And huyu mtoto hata hawaikuwa na. We were talking about this. I don't know why we have made this a conversation.
It's not the topic of the day.
I don't know why we have made this a conversation, but by 11 we will be reading the topic of the day.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this, and you remember when we were saying that the the childhood traumas, the experiences we've had, you probably don't think even they're traumas.
You know?
They're just experiences you had, probably with your parent in one interaction or the other. The relationship you had with your mom, the relationship you had with your dad, kinda or somehow always tends to dictate how you relate with men out here, how you relate with women out here. So if clearly your dad was violent to your mom and violent to you too,
you know?
Then it gets to a point when you are interacting with fellow men out here, you tend to show that kind of projection.
Yes.
Either you
become violent yourself.
You become violent yourself and you crave the violence in the men, or you run away from them. You become now afraid of men and unsafe around them. You see, and the same comes with how girls relate with their moms.
Yeah.
So if your mom probably happened to be, how would I be? Not as supportive, not your number one friend. You know how people want to be, your mom is your so how
friend.
Exactly. We were talking about that. It's not happening.
Topic for another
topic for another day. But you find that how you and her, the daughter and the mother related when she was growing up, and what she took from that is how she's going to treat fellow women out here. I'm a fellow, like utatreat madam in a manner of either I accept you because I had that form of sisterhood with my mom, I'm a friendship with my mother, you're going to pull back because even your first female friend in your life, you didn't have that kind of friendship with.
You see?
Yeah. So guys, I don't know, we were having a pep talk.
It was the Thursday pep talk.
Yes, it was a Thursday pep talk. And
thank you for coming to our TED Talk. We are done.
Yes.
Tony from wacha nisiseme where you are from. Sababu ni wakule
Bongoma.
Mount Elgon, pale Uganda. Unajua akitoa mguu moja hivi kwa nje ako Uganda.
Ako nchi nyingine.
Kwa nchi nyingine.
Yes.
Tony Taraski prof is saying mazeni ukweli, lakini hata mimi hiyo story ya Illuminati ilikuwa imeninyorosha. Ati alikuwa anaogopa hadi kunyoa. Unakumbuka ukinyoa sijui mo you
have joined the cult.
Angadema akifunika nywele.
Jicho moja.
Oh Lord, what was that? What ghetto was that we were in?
At some point I think we were innocent. We
you
just
know, we're too gullible. Tunaambiwa tu kitu tunakula tu tuna accept.
Sahi tuko in a better position to make better decisions.
Come with proof and research and evidence.
I think guys, so let's just let DJ Nara do her thing with the throwback playlist, and then we'll be right back with the conversation of the day, where we are talking about your legends out here. Who would you bring back? But tuingie.
You're hanging out with DJ Nara.
Namtizama yule pale, namtamani sana toka zamani. Oh girl, are you the cutest in the party? So tell me now, give me the light and just call me. Yule pale, namtizama sana toka zamani. Ulivyokaa macho yako ya kijani, ya kijani. My girl, are you the girl for me? You what me want to know, bring some constantly. I no time, but no waste when it come to me. So run it up, cause you know how to work for me. Baby, not one bring joy to me. Only you know to take on my energy. Only you have my life, so you decide. Make me feel so fine. You know you have a man a real star. Man a no twister that. Me no galley creeper. Man I won't deal with that. Cause you know me hot. Together with platinum, baby. Make my mind so crazy.
vichaka na zile ziko maji zimebleki, na kata maji bifi kama beats nimebleki, niko fiti nimekula makuki na makeki. Oh yes baby nimesete sete, napendaga zile zimesete jicho nyanya. Oh yeah wale wamesete zimesunga tu kwa kibete, simama wacha kukatika kwenye kete, wacha kujisunga tu kwa kete, tunajua genge ilishanivisha bete, mina piga miti weni mate, mina piga miti weni bate boss hey maso sinitoke, kuna toss anataka tu niende kwake, maso sema kebab yende mkate hey boss pata piga mate. You got that denda she can really get a good one. You got that denda she can give you a good one. You got that denda she can really get a good one. My tracks and get down. Below no one your waist you get down. Remind me on my phone vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down, and get down. Below no one your waist you get down. Remind me on my phone vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down, and get down. Shambiwa wenye msupa huku, hii ni ngoma yako mitadas tu huku, na chendelea sunifundishe kidogo, nishike wapi hiyo style kwajo. Okay, hasa naishika, lakini unakunywa tunasikia kiu kabisa. Sitwende basi tusie hizi bebo zote, na maji baridi chuma zetu kwa hot like wow. Hey, maze unani confuse like wow. Hey, yeah, the way you move in your body like wow. Hey, what? Baby you got my attention, you're my attention, and get down. Below no one your waist you get down. Remind me on my phone vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down, and get down. Below no one your waist you get down. Remind me on my phone vibrate and get down. Get down, get down, get down.
Ruka juu, banjuka juu. Life ni fupi na misi jifungi, na weka shida chini na tupa mikono juu. Banjuka tu, banjuka tu, banjuka tu, na weka shida chini na tupa mikono juu. Banjuka tu, mina come through niki rap tu ma one two, na kwenye klabu watu wana dance tu, jomino kwenye track maajabu. Big wazim sauti ya dhahabu, unatakaje ma welcome to bora sura ni nice I'm the bombs. Najua nimewakwachu, najua leo lazima watu wabanju. Chafuke kwani nini? Wanauliza tutasifu happy mpaka lini? Si tuna shida zetu tusikize zako kwa nini? Wacha nishike drinks nikicheki warembo hivi, tuangaliane, tusalimiane, hizo namba za simu ndio tubadilishane. Ni vile tumejuana leo tu, kwa hivyo leo tu tutainuka tu na kuruka tu. Banjuka tu, life ni fupi na misi jifungi, na weka shida chini na tupa mikono juu. Banjuka tu, banjuka tu, banjuka tu, na weka shida chini na tupa mikono juu.
Wewe wajua na kutaka, huku kule na kupata, usiku na mchana, hivi ndivyo mimi nataka. Wewe wajua na kutaka, huku kule na kupata, usiku na mchana, hivi ndivyo mimi nataka. Girl, I like the way that you swing on post, keep the guys legs and them fingers crossed. I feel like I just won myself a jackpot. Me feel like me just won myself a jackpot. Show them how you broke out your place it and put it there. All them on them checking you out, wishing that them there, putting it, rocking it properly. And so me say, I can be the guy to make you shine up every day. Then the nails loving and caressing, girl, really. Malls and platinum, I give you love every day. I don't really care what some junkie wanna say. I don't really care what some junkie wanna say. Where what you wanna kutaka, huku kule na kupata, usiku na mchana, hivi ndivyo mimi nataka. Wewe wajua na kutaka, huku kule na kupata, usiku na mchana, hivi ndivyo mimi nataka.
Lyrical Enrico, the Shanky Radic, the remix, Abamika na ingoma noma, kwa sababu tunaanza tutakoma, na in the remix tumesafisha na kukamilisha na imetoka bombshell, Abamika na ingoma noma, kwa sababu tunaanza tutakoma, na in the remix tumesafisha na kukamilisha na imetoka bombshell, Abamika shikika, alafu pika, na kama ngoma imefika basi katika, bounce to the beat, you up and grind. Usimaini vile watu wanakucheki. Hii ni day ya kubleki. Ukisneki utapata huna tako na wako mzako ni kile ya kwa uwande. Hebu look village imekaa mka locomotion. Music yetu la potion. Basi set your wheels in motion. Twende kazi kiwaziwazi bila wasiwasi. Twajua si wote tutaka a good time bila madime. Na twa believe hiyo si crime. Abamika na ingo manoma. Kwa sababu tunaanza tutakoma. Na ile mimi tumesafisha ya kuwakilisha na imetoka bombshell. Abamika na ingo manoma. Kwa sababu tunaanza tutakoma. Na ile mimi tumesafisha ya kuwakilisha na imetoka bombshell.
Hata msichana atani exciter. Kama huyo msichana mara nini taita. I was looking at you cause you were looking at me. Ooh, can't you see that this is chemistry? Macho yako yanameta kama star. Na umbo lako lanifanya ulala. And if you like me and what you see, I can organize some privacy. Cause you are deadly, shapely, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapely, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Are you feeling as good as I'm feeling tonight? Cause if you're feeling this good, then why you so uptight? I'm like Superman, I hear kryptonite. Or like a barking dog that does not bite. You see, nameless got a weakness. What weakness? When I see the damsel in distress, inaonekana umenipa kamote. Cause I cannot stop this stupidity. Cause you are deadly, shapely, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapely, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually.
You're hanging out with DJ NARAH.
Every day is a brand new day. Every time that I see your face, you're my everything and anything that I would ever need in this world. I'm so glad that you came my way. I'm loving every minute we spend, babe. You're the reason to everything that I am today. I love the way you come around and touch me. The feeling that you give me drive me crazy. I love the way you look and call me baby. Girl, you mash up my world. I love the way you come around and touch me. The feeling that you give me drive me crazy. I love the way you look and call me baby. Girl, you mash up my mind. Queen, I never let you go. You're my queen. I never let you go. Yeah.
I'll never leave your side, baby, you know you're my world. You're everything I need, yeah. You make my days bright, brighter than the sun and the moon. You're all that I live for. You make my heart jump, you're the reason why it pumps. Girl, I come from, you're the one that I want. I can't go a day without my babe.
You're my queen. I never let you go. You're my queen. I never let you go. Yeah.
Now I say to me, toka give the ride. Nakukupa na zengine dry high. Tukifry back and sis kama yai kwa karapa. Now I say to me, toka give the ride. so happy. Me man them no happy. To at least come out if you're deadly, so deadly. So let me love. The girls them no happy, so happy. Me man them no happy. To at least come out if you're deadly, so deadly. So let me love. I see something going wrong in our hall. People take some things to it suppressible, and I lost love gone forever gone. Are we living in piracy? High nothing at all. Long when it need is offering respect and shows. Lord, I look at man a man, I'm in outfit. I mess up with my show, this I feel so sad. Well then, you see, okay.
Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we stay here forever. Wanna Mr. Denny,
Mr. Googs, Mr. Banton.
Every now my best, they pull a chin together, right? Come together, we can do this together. Take your time, we stay here forever. Wanna Mr. Denny,
Mr. Googs, Mr. Banton.
every now my best, they pull a chin together, right?
California vitu nzuri, tunaendelea mbele, hakuna cha huzuni hapa, furani tele. Wala wamesahau mziki yangu bado ni genge, wala wanatudharau, tafadhali usifanye nicheke. Sitadanganya jamani, nimerudi studio leo na nasikia poa, na najua mnapenda kusikia sauti yangu, kwa hivyo ngoma poa tu ndo tazidi kutoa. Unatulia nini bana, amka tuzitoke. Unapanguza nini bana, wacha jasho imwagike kote. Hata kama kuna ukame tunajituliza na maji baridi. Clemo raundi ameniambia nikute na ngoma mbili. Moral, wacha iwabambe na mjipandishe juu ka bendera na mimbe ngoma ka national anthem.
Kwenye mashavu leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wastake game yangu ni shafu. Shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nua kwenye mashavu. Leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wastake game yangu ni shafu. The mic is in my hand, na mfukoni na mbachu. Madem kibao jamaa leo na kwachu. Si kama kawaida kwa wengine ni ajabu. Kiswahili kitambaye wote wanifahamu, na kama hauelewi shika kama sababu. Siogope saa zingine Kiswahili ni tabu, but weka bidii basi weka nidhamu. Welewe hii maana na welewe sababu ya msanii mwenye makini timamu. Nikirap maneno yanayochonga fahamu. Kweli wenda pole hajiteki jamaa, na waliodhani wako mbele wako nyuma jamaa. Yep, shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nua kwenye mashavu. Leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wastake game yangu ni shafu. Shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nua kwenye mashavu. Leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wastake game yangu ni shafu. Miuno kimabaga, mademu mwenye class, mademu mwenye pesa na figana. Usicheki kama hauelewi hii grama, kama huku nipata basi narudi tena. Miuno kimabaga, mademu mwenye class, hawachelewi na time, akitokea ni dime. Basi shika hii glasi, hebu cheka kiasi, amkeni tupati pinyi yupo ndani. DJ washa taa, wacha watu banjuke, weka Twitter na bass, maka speaker kwa suke. Mi wimbo raka lakini leo nimeswitch, na kama fala washiki basi leo wataflick. Toka zama za kale kama mawe za kware, nimekoma kwa kimchezo mimi ni nare. Maneno magumu kama tufale, usiwachezee waliokufunza wewe kamare. Samahani mimi sina utani, insha yangu ni kamili, ile ya ndani. Na mahaters wa kisfamily naweka imani, kwa mafans wangu kamili, inua glasi. Shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nua kwenye mashavu. Leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wastake game yangu ni shafu. Shika glasi, weka barafu, mimi na kinywaji nua kwenye mashavu. Leo ni leo, msema kesho ni bafu. Walitaka wa...
You're hanging out with DJ Narah. It's DJ Narah.
Nilishasema sitokuja penda tena, na nikasema sitoumizwa tena. Nikaja kutana na kijana wa Nairobi, anipenda nashindwa kukata. Mapenzi moto moto, anlea kama mtoto. Penzi
Vibes like a Saturday lakini ni Thursday. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to the GCT. You're listening to your number one online radio station, Juicy Radio. I am your host, Miss Blondie.
And I am DJ NARAH, aka a girl baby, a girl toto.
The DJ doing her thing. Please, because you're blessing our Thursday with some throwback, taking us back. Memories on memories. That was the Racy, man.
I'm bringing the
Racy. It's been a while.
Acha nikwambie, I saw that video juzi.
Yeah.
The eyeshadow, the outfit,
everything.
I'm like, what were we?
We were there. We lived that life. We practiced them with the embarrassment as much as they come. We did it. But let me shout out a couple of people pale kwa comment section. Yes. Abdul Khalifa is in the building giving us some fire emojis. Anasema locked in from Langata. Kijana wa Langata. Thank you so much. My guy, there is Carol Kibanya. Anasema I like it. Thank you so much.
Cousin.
That's your cousin. Carol. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There is a Taras Kiprop anasema sawa my DJ hata kama umeban playlist. You have killed it.
Huyo ndo wa Bonkoma.
Ni wa Bonkoma.
Ni huyo Taras.
Thank you Kiprop for joining the GCT today. But jumping on our topic of the day, we are basically talking about the legends that have been in the music industry, that have been here. It is a legendary Thursday where we talk about those who graced us before we got here, you know,
who paved the way for us.
Who paved the way for the most that we see right now. Wale tuli grow up tukiwasikiza. So when it comes to legends, who would you bring back to the scene? And you are certain and sure and go hard, no, if they came back to the scene, they would still kill it. They will still a show.
Unajua nani ile yetu mimi na wewe?
Who?
Kamula baby.
Nice.
Watu waseme tu mwe. Kama ni pesa wanataka.
Okay.
Tuwalipe warudi mazee.
For Kamula, I think I would also love to see is it that I would love to see them back? I would love to see how far they would take us because they had done some great music and their art was amazing to the point they got us to so close to the international scene. Kidogo tu. Yes.
Hey, sasa imagine back then they did that. So with the
what
growth
they
they've had now, with the platforms that they have now, as in ata the hardships.
Yes.
Hardships.
Zile zenye walikuwa mpitia, of which
zitaongeza the salt. We would have an amazing.
The most astonishing thing about Camp Mula,
at
the time, if we look at they graced our sins and actually they were the it thing. It was a time then that atukwa tumekuwa that developed as an industry or when it came to how we perceive social media or a lot of those stuff right now. We were not there yet. Atukwa tumefika. But their music videos and their everything, how they compiled their art, it was so great. You could watch their video and actually think it wasn't out from Kenya, you know. Yes,
true.
They were going hard and doing big things with it. So I would be sure that Kampula would still kill it. I don't know if you have some Kampula songs, but if you do, tutazicheza tu hapa, you know, because Kampula was a thing. This was one group that I didn't. And to see that, where are they now?
Well, Karun is doing
Karun is singing her music, which is a totally different genre of what we knew with Kampula.
But I think also like she tried to evolve.
Yes.
Because while her vibe with Kampula was different, she couldn't do that alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she had to rebrand and Nini. Plus she got a kid.
True, she became a mom. She became
a Tanzanian
a family
lady.
Sorry.
Yes, a family woman.
Yes.
So again, like nakwambia, hardships, things you go through zinakudefine as a person.
True.
And I like her new vibe. It's so mature yet sensual yet, you know?
And it's so calming. Ni zile ngoma za Kazimob. They are so calming.
Sherehe bila jasho.
Yes. Without sweating yourself out.
Koso mingi.
But when it came,
the others, I don't know where they are.
The rest, let me say, there's a anaitwa nani?
There was one who was running for office, anga politics.
Wait, where?
Not here, of course.
Okay.
That is what they
nice.
wanted to do with our political, aspirant thing. But
there's also another one still singing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, kuna mwenye bado wako kwa industry, but now I guess the rising alone
is quite
hard. It's quite hard. When they were a group, it was easy. For now, inakuwa ngumu kidogo. But
tricks.
When it comes to our music scene right now, they would dominate because drill is still a thing, hip hop is still being done, we're still seeing it evolve in its own way in our Kenyan scene.
Yeah.
So I think they would still kill it. They would still perform a show and people would show up for Camp Mula because we loved them from back then.
That. Yeah.
Yes. And for me, I think the guy had mentioned before, Bamboo. I would still bring back Bamboo. Bamboo was doing a real Kenyan hip hop justice.
Yeah.
For me, I feel he did it. Whatever happened, and he got to discover a lot that probably he wasn't expecting, that made him come back and akachill, akatik. It was like a hiatus, but sahi kakuwa prolonged. He joined the gospel industry.
Yeah.
So yes, he still sings, but now in the gospel scene. So I would say if he was probably not to come back, kwa scene yetu, he would still kill it, because kwa mistari the guy was dropping them. Plus it's like a family thing. Look at the sister Victoria Kimani is still doing her thing out here. Yes. So
true.
It feels nice to know that haijapotea bado.
We still have hope.
Yes. And guys, kindly share with us, who would you bring back? Like when it came to all the legends that probably local, international, East African, Ikwe, African, all
talk to us,
artists, the legends, when unajua ungewaleta, they would still do it. They would still kill it for you. But here's my question.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we've seen. Wengine ni passing away, wengine ni just exiting the industry.
Okay.
Calmly and saying time yangu imefika.
Yeah, I'm going to take a break.
Kwa hii industry yenye tuko in our Kenyan scene, who do you think like they have overstayed their welcome? Sorry for using that. I'm so sorry for using that.
This morning. Way on.
It is still something I would love to know. Who do you feel, bro, time yako ili sis, time yako ili so you just let other people do it, because it's not like you're evolving with the new transitions and all. Yeah.
I have no hate for him.
Yes.
As a him. I have no hate, honestly. Back in the day, his music was
great.
But right now, I feel like he's just doing stunts.
Yes.
And I'm sorry to say, if any of you guys are
my fans,
it's
just personal opinion.
Yes.
Yes.
Prezo.
Thank you. Okay, wow.
What is he doing?
Okay, makes perfect sense.
Truly.
By the way, I'm sorry to concur, but I agree. I totally agree. For Prezo, tofauti ni back in the days, music, doing the music that tulikuwa tunafanya, ama it was being done at the time, ilikuwa easy to maneuver. So he could jump on a hip hop beat, kill it. He would jump on some some dancehall beat and still do some magic with it.
Yeah.
So shida ni sahi with the evolving that we are going through, ama mali tumefika, ameshindwa kutransition. As for Major, we can see this guy, as much as ngoma zake zilikuwa genge ile ya kitambo, mpaka venye genge tu nimekam, this guy has managed to survive it. He's still doing his music, na alianza kitambo sana. So for me, I also agree for Prezo.
Because he refused to rebrand. He refused to adapt to the change. Like Shinski,
he still wants to be the CMB Prezo.
You see, Shinski took a break, came back, sound
totally different.
And that's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're selling out. It doesn't mean like you're changing as a human being. Just adapt to what's happening right now. So Shinski, top of the game, because he has the talent from those days. He has the know-how, and then he comes and adapts and shindas even the people who are doing it now. But CMB is like, apana, my music will sell itself.
Itajiuza because we are CMB.
Itajiuza kwa watu wako watatu. To your 3 fans. And then
NARAH has chosen to throw jabs.
V for violence, V for breakfast and brunch and lunch this morning. Yes, but I have no hate against
Okay. Yes, I totally agree, because at some point tuna observe how the industry is operating, and who are doing what and who are struggling still. But me, I would say I would have suggested he goes ahead to relax, keti chini kidogo apumzike,
afanye nini,
but
aende Diani Ukuda,
aende vacation kidogo,
anafikiria about his life.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I think he's trying. He might be struggling, but ana try. This is nameless. He might be struggling kidogo, but he has found an angle because now he has a TV show with the wife and the family.
He's trying. I'll
Yes,
give you that.
he's trying to still do his things, remain relevant in one area. Yani ile hata moja iki flop, we still have another thing to fall back on. But Kingoma, he's also done an album with the wife, something we've probably never had them do
together. By the way,
full album pamoja. That is nice.
That's nice. For those years they've never worked together. So,
na inaleta ka form of R&B juu who is another person who had left the music industry akaingia gospel. Yes,
and it's not a bad change.
It's still not a bad change. We saw Size to do the same thing.
Disappear,
and then you find the angle for you. If it is gospel, go gospel.
Then fanya unavyo.
But now kuna wale pia walikuwa gospel ikawa fail,
kauma nje wakaona wacha nirudi back,
wacha nirudi hii side nyingine.
Lakini huyo mimi I have to say you know who we are talking about, hatufichi
na nikadha si mmoja ni wawili
walikuwa watembea hivi on both if this is the line between gospel and secular walikuwa watembea hivi, one foot
on one side, the other on the
butter. So
dwelling this side, dwelling on this other.
Let me try this side.
Yes.
So finally they're like, fully converted. But truly I don't think they were in it
for the right reasons,
for the love of Jesus.
Yeah, of which most of them say it's because it doesn't sell.
Yeah,
but then it leaves me asking, why are you doing it for the money?
Like I get money is good and
yes, for the money,
but
it shouldn't be the reason you convert.
Thank you.
But I just
so it means music for you is a job.
When you are choosing gospel, you are choosing it for the business angle of it, because you kinda felt that it was creating more opportunities na kuna pesa side ya gospel, so let me do gospel. That's clearly the wrong reason to do it.
Do anything.
Yeah. And when it comes to our conversation on the legends that you would probably bring back at a time, there are those that have passed on. Ni mgani alienda ukasikia ni kama utatoa machozi? Out of nowhere, ni gani iliku
local, international,
either? Yes.
I have to say
Ulilia. Oh, okay.
Ulilia, but nilifeel
you felt it.
I grew up to his music, and that would be
MJ. Oh, nice. Okay.
And a person who we didn't used to know directly, but through other people, Jiwad. You remember that person who killed themselves? That one Kenyan.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. Okay, there were many people who killed themselves in the world. But there was a Kenyan who threw themselves off a what's it called?
A building, a cliff.
A high rise.
Oh. Yes. Okay,
so that one person, I'm like, hey, okay. But I felt it massive because first of all, king of pop, everyone who's there in the industry right now has to pay homage to MJ. Whether you like it or not. Secondly, without the drama, without the he was allegedly with boys and whatever, he did a lot of good work.
True.
Money akipewa unasikia amefanya
foundations za watoto and so much of giving back.
Yeah, he made an amusement park in his piece of land where he used to live, so kids would just come for free. And these are people who at a Disneyland is on they cannot afford.
True.
So he gives them you free, come enjoy any ride you are qualified for or you are tall enough for
you
can go and enjoy yourself. And I think that's where now the kids and
the story came from.
He'd get kids who have cancer, long-term terminal diseases, and just keep them in his home and have give them the life they never had before.
True.
So aside from the drama, music amazing, and he's one of those people who rebranded so many times and still remained
MJ,
relevant,
the king of pop.
From Michael Jackson, black guy to
the light skin,
to reggae to Nini, he has done everything. He has done it. And his videos.
And his dancing.
Yes, his videos were directed by Universal. Kama Marvel, understand? Yes. His videos it's a production.
True.
Sio kwenda pale mko na kamera haya
Let's start doing this, let's start doing this.
No.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. So I wish he'd come back, maybe he'd give us like a nice
He'd still kill it very much. I
Don't
think
believe-
that would be the most sold out show to have ever happened ever.
Hey, people
But-
used to kill.
Yes. And,
Starve months and you won't eat because
there is
there's a tour for
MJ. But RIP to the guy, and
his family.
for me, I would say industry. I have had a couple of deaths that zinakuacha.
Zilikupiga, mazee.
Okay. But one that made me kind of realize people took the deaths of celebrities
seriously.
Near Whitney Houston, I saw a girl
that was
go hell bent, crazy, psychotic, crying on the floor, rolling because
you
of
serious?
Whitney Houston dying. Tulikuwa high school, so I saw that. So clearly people have this kind of attachment to artists and celebrities because based on how you follow them, I grew up listening to them. But for me, the one that I think I felt bad after hearing about, it's Mac Miller. Mac Miller hit me. I don't know. Mac Miller hit me because I loved him ever since he was with Ariana. Their music, yes.
I discovered Mac Miller as an accident, by the way. We had been given work, Shule. Shout out to my campus. We had been given a musical work to break down one of his songs.
Yes.
And he had done like trumpets, like a jazzy kind of hip hop song. It was amazing. So hadi wewe ukisikiza little ko, no, I'm saying ni genius. So that's when I was like, okay, this guy there might be something. I went and listened to all his songs, and then some years later he's with Ariana. I'm like, well,
yes, let's go.
Then all of a sudden, and the way people just trolled Ariana, I'm like, you people still grieve. Mwachane na mtu, it was quite painful.
It was bad, and the worst part of it, what bothers me the most is that we lose most of them to either drugs. Mostly it's drugs. And you find that they were dealing with some certain form of depression, mental health issues. So it kind of baffles me that, it's a scene you don't get to see. It's something you don't get to see on their social medias. It's something you won't tell from what you hear from them. So clearly they are struggling with their own. Yes, with a lot. So for Mac Miller, ilini hit. One, because of... yes. And then there's this guy, the half of Longombas.
Oh yeah.
That one. That was so recent, by the way, near Juicy.
Yeah. Was it cancer? What was it?
No, Niliska, he was ill, but I didn't hear the sickness itself.
Okay.
Walisema tu he was ill and then he passed on. Nobody kind of said what was the issue.
Okay.
But Longombas, because they used to give us some mad ones.
Some nice.
You cannot deny some Longombas kutoka
tukiwa. Uambiwe you are my queen. Abe. Take me that. Take me.
If you listened to them, you probably had an amazing childhood because Vuta Pums was that song that would come up and kids would go competing. Did you compete in these streets, whatever? Mnaenda mnashindana, unatingiza, who can tingiza whatever.
Not tingizing.
Na sweta yako kwa kiuno. Taking it back all the way with your sweater hapa kwa waist. Who got it?
Kwa kiuno.
Who got it?
Na unashindania pen ya big na kitabu moja. Oh Lord Jesus.
You can imagine we did that. So Longombas kind of brings back the childhood memories and a lot of the music that we grew up to. Pale Isle Enzi.
The legend.
Issa.
Yes.
Issa himself.
Jamani.
This is another person I feel angekuwa kwa industry sahi.
Angekosa yendo cartel.
Yes. He would be such a huge impact. A great persona hapa nje.
The industry sahi. He would be amazing.
Yes, because Issa was somebody who had mastered his craft in his own way.
Ahead of their
exactly. Time. Very ahead. And he knew how to bring it to life.
Yeah.
His music, even if you didn't know Swahili, you would listen.
You'd understand.
Yes,
like,
you
okay,
would.
I don't get it, but
yes, the vibe it gives me,
I
want to listen to this music and actually even know what it is talking about.
Yeah.
Have you heard those songs that probably tell you, by the way, I can listen to this jam. Atakama siski. There's this Kachwa. Inaitwa Kachwa.
Kachwa. Na hatujui.
Yes, and we don't even know what it means, but the song, the moment it comes up, utasikia tu.
I heard it was a breakup song. Na ungeniona pale nikisema.
Mimi I thought it was a love song.
Yeah, love song ni wewe.
Oh, it's a breakup song.
Mimi pale ukiniona nganda zuka. With my heart in my career. Alafu naambiwa.
Unasikia ni kuachana.
Kuachana, please.
Okay, but when it comes to where we have been, there's so many people I can probably talk about, but I'm going to let DJ Nara take us back into some music. And then to Kirudi too. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more of them. There's one that left the industry in a very weird way. And yes, people don't even know where he is. But I would love to see him back, and he would have served us some more. Turudi DJ Nara?
You're hanging out with DJ Nara. It's DJ Nara.
Nikifika club watu wanatokelezea, si watu wako wengi manze wametokelezea. Abbas na Chantel wametokelezea, cheki vile hizo macho zimetokelezea. Hizo haga zimetokelezea, sababu wanasema timi na kulambolea. Misupu kati una matop players za high school bila huwa zimetokelezea. Niko fresh bila prince ile toka belea, natoka keja bila makeup sijajipodolea. Na bado nakaa poa nimetokelezea, nina brand na manipples zimetokelezea. Magazine bado haga imetokelezea. Naweza kupikia ukinitembelea. Ukikosa beste zako watatokelezea, natatokelezea. Tawapokea bora watatokelezea. Cheki vile hizo nywele zimetokelezea. Zarihana kando zangu zimetokelezea. Hata zikikato bado zitatokelezea. Abbas silikubab ametokelezea. Chantel imetokelezea. Abbas silikubab ametokelezea. Chantel imetokelezea.
Kimse kimetokelezea, jicho nyanya cheki vile zimetokelezea. Oya, nimekomaa nimekula mimea, nilibugia mabajia zote kwenye sinia. Hadi kautambi kangu kakatokelezea. Tokelezea, kasi solea sungepaka nivea. Nijea, kimse kimetokelezea. Na msupa ametokelezea. Nimu nadunga masupra jumu mishapotea. Hizo njumu feki feki zijatokelezea. Simu najua na bado munajitetetea. Kuna watu wengi unichorea. Mimi niliwapea waya na wakanichomea, lakini mimi nilishukuru nikawachorea. Juu najua tu mabaraka zitatokelezea.
Ondesi nimetokelezea, Chantel mimi nimetokelezea. Abbas alinitoa nikatokelezea, nikatokelezea. Marines kama zao na zikatokelezea. Kwenye show watu wengi wametokelezea.
Kama tatem, kila mtu na wake. Hana shauri ni zake. Nipe mkono twende dance. Sisters in hande kila mtu na wake. Hana shauri ni zake. Nipe mkono twende dance. Sisters in hande Arabu imeshona vichakare. Mamazi wakatika vihatare. Matali wasorora vihangere. Hangere. Dada niambie jina lako. Nimeloki hizo njaro zako. Naomba nafasi wakati wako. Tukatike nawe peke yako. Mabisi wako, wakule wako. Chali yako, akule wako. Akineta jambo tumfanye majambo. Afanye mambo. Kila mtu na wake. Hana shauri zake. Nipe mkono twende dance. Sisters in hande kila mtu na wake. Hana shauri zake. Nipe mkono twende dance. Sisters in hande
Mkono zangu zinaniwasha na shindo tashika manzi mgani hapa ndani. Nikiona unamtaka, nikiangalia wa kwanza na mwacha. Leo hapo wengi kushinda matali, kwa hivyo lazima nitoke na kani. Mtu adanganya kunu ule nampenda kushinda mwingine. Mpelekeni basi kwa dance nikazitoke. Na leo utakatika sana, kwa hivyo kafoni hapo popo isipotee. Chupa ifunike vizuri mtu asipozole. Haya, ni club ni aja mpaka DJ kuna wake. Batenda naye ampokea kitu katua, sio ameenda wapi. Labda piko mahali ana kama taji.
Kila mtu na wake. Hana shauri zake. Nipe mkono twende dance. Sisters in ni hande hande ile ramusu na wake hana hana shauri ni zake nipe mkono twende dance siso sini hande hande hiyo sana yalo ngombas yalo ngombas yalo ngombas hiyo sana yalo ngombas yalo ngombas yalo ngombas hiyo sana yalo ngombas yalo ngombas yalo ngombas hiyo sana yalo ngombas yalo ngombas yalo ngombas
shake kwa ngoma sasa ashake visawa kama una rasa amambo vipi sister vipi songa karibu nikushike vifiti kwa hii rhythm inabidi can you feel me ngoma zenye rhythm washa engine sexy lady pole pole mama akata visawa usinumize mama mda bado kata mama kata mama kata mama mda bado pole pole sister akata visawa usinumize sister mda bado kata sister kata sister kata sister mda bado piga makofi tafadhali 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 tafadhali nimeingia kwenye party lovishika mic vitashika wifi kiriba yo piga makofi kiriba mana piga makofi.
You're hanging out with DJ
Mamanzi wa Nairobi wanapenda kujiringa na wakishika flow bado wadunda wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu. Yeah, this is how I enter. My tracks left, right, and center. Gikoyo wa moranga, webos neke oreda. Unatingisha madiaba, unatunisha tenje. Unaruka kama mwenda, kichwa yako iko skwembe. Unatumbulo. Na wakishika flow bado wadunda wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu wanadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadunda dunda kadu.
Ndani ya gari mazi kitu lazima ahanywe kama leo lazima kanase kachomwe kama kisha baba lazima katemwe kisha nani lazima pakatwe tanani nyumbani ya tamai akadwe ahanywe ina ndugu zangu ndani ya gari yao mamazi 50 tutafika lini guaranteed leo tunawaingia kusini chini kwa chini juu kwa juu side to side till I see what's inside God is no lie the way you shake your behind I'm about to lose my mind pick up the remote and rewind to my car please jump inside for my friends I'll show you where we can hide in the midst of the pirates you can have anything you want Sare got it from the back to the front Sare mina mabeste nani ya gari Sare mazi kitu lazima ahanywe Sare kama leo lazima kanase Sare kachomwe Sare kama leo Sare kisha baba lazima katemwe Sare kisha nani lazima pakatwe Sare kisha nani nyumbani ya tamai Sare akadwe
Now we got on, we're ready to fight. say me fine and them wine from the rhymes better than most. Me song make a girl them wine and tear them blows better than most. Girl them say me fine and them wine from the rhymes better than the wall of them, better than the ballers better than the wall of them. When them see me step man I shine than the wall of them. Learn something, gangsta not afraid of them. Girl them love it when them see me perform. Driving mad and them never stay calm. Gangsta loving that the girl them a want. We give it to them like a raging storm. Make the girl them cross bust so wine and break off. Gangsta not run from the girls when I take off. Dressing a designer clothes with a knock off. Straight boy. See me a say better than most. Me song make the girl them wine and tear them blows better than most. Girl them say me fine and them wine from the rhymes better than most. Me song make the girl them wine and tear them blows better than most. Girl them say me fine and them wine from the rhymes hotter than fire, hotter than them all admire. Gangsta make the girl them all perspire. We make the girl them bust and tear to kwani nini? Jamona matika mambia kam, mambia kuje. Leoni kwa keta stoki hapa kwa hivyo ukitaka Leoni kwa keta stoki hapa kwa hivyo ukitaka utanipata jo sitatoka kuandika ngoma si unajua siwezi choka. Miezi 6 nimekuwa kwa studio nikishughulikia ngoma yako weka si unaisikia vile iko poa. Kwanza kabisa hiyo jako yako toa. Kuna siri yote lazima like niambia toboa. Ushaikuzwa mali joka sikia kukojoa. Leo mimi na wewe usio poa. Umesahau kama ambia ule konkoje atakudondoa. Wetu hapo nje na keti si ya blue. Ni orange start ndio angalia tu juu. Lakini uchungu kunikali foto naweza shuku. Wewe ni mkonduka kata shingo style ya kuku. Hiyo chako inachemshwa wazee na kunywa supu. Ndio tiba chupa zimevunjika kutupu. Ijifanye supu sababu yako tu kwa keta stoki hapa kwa hivyo ukitaka niko kwa keta stoki hapa kwa hivyo ukitaka ushaichotwa na gari. Nipo sana za kucheki nikaa nimechotwa na gari. Niambie leo tutakaa mzo tafadhali. Homa kuna bathtub shower afadhali. Leo lazima nibambie wapi kwa bafu. Na round kombele usifanye niongee uchafu. Kali yako leo lazima tajamani ya bafu chafu. Nyama choma leo tunaikula hivyo kavu. Weka mtu. Wewe ni mpoa tu sana mbona choo uendaki. Na kaa uenda kitu toka ni kiasi yake. Prima upapo na useme chomo utabangi. Kutoka home leo nywele yako itakuwa shaki. Mtoto kuliza ulikuwa wapi? Utasema nini? Niko natuma salamu kwa baba na mama kwa kinani nene. Niko kwa keta stoki hapa kwa hivyo ukitaka niko kwa keta stoki hapa tumekuja kupati tujerebuwe katra tukule happy halafu tufungue sakafu sababu inabamba inashika wula tisa inafikisha ukiachilia mahewa mateni je unatubeba kwenye dance floor, show us what unanoki, hauchoki kwenye dance floor, hauchoki unahisi hii muziki, unahisi nameless na mimi. It's nameless Eliza in conjunction with Ogopa tumekuja kuhakikisha kwamba speakers zinasikika. Hey yo mister, are you a member? Hey yo sister, wacha kulenga. Can't you see that I'm talking to you? Sasa weka mikono juu.
Anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Ninapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mka ukatike, anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Minapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, 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 mkaukatike. Yule manzi anavokata tonight, shaking her figure to left and to right. Mamanzi wote nataka mfurahi, nataka mudance, ki-experience. Girl, you look so romantic tonight, on that outfit imekutai. So tule ramza basi baby, shake your waist like kama Beyonce. Songa karibu nikuonyeshe hicho kiuno, nikukamate chini kwa chini, tusakate from now mpaka je. Au vipi baby? Anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Minapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, 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 mkaukatike. Yule manzi anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Minapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya mkaukatike, 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 mkaukatike. Just take a look the way she's moving, African sexy girl the way she dancing. Jesus, I Nico excited in a different day. Me wanna be there. Okay, rata eh. From the distance you look so sexy. Minataka kukutouch, touch unavo shake, shake unani make my mind go wow. So we gonna party until done. Baby girl, would you wine and go down? Cause you know when you turn me on, the way you rock and roll, it now the dance floor, it now the dance floor. Anavokam, anavocheza drum, anavokata bam 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 bam. Minapenda ukidance, cause you have a chance. Basi ya
busting up your glass, quitting Manyake, all sizes. Manyake, kama prices. Manyake, kama lunzi na maji. Juala, jo wahitaji. Manyake, all sizes. Manyake, kama prices. Manyake, kama lunzi na maji. Juala, wahitaji. Okay, alright, ungejua Manyake. Zam chicks msawa, definitely not on Manyake. Mlosho, kitembele I say, this is what they should really say. The chef Manyarere, mikono juu, she's Manyake. Piga juu, she's Manyarere. Manze to get protection, to avoid the disease infection injection. African men obsessed, depressed na Manyake. Pose, what's up, Neke? Do you have some juala? Do you have some juala? I'm out to end up, ukicheki silingi ya mocha ni kafala. Ati nini? Kafala. To me protection, yo. Manyake, all sizes. Manyake, kama prices. Manyake, kama lunzi na maji.
Niko moto?
Yes.
Niko hot.
Kumechangamka huku. Welcome back.
Guys.
Rudini.
This is how the lazy people like us keep fit.
How? By jamming to the music.
Please,
right?
And thank you.
And how many are we out there, Jupia? Mimi, I guess I'm part of that collection. We don't work out, we listen to music
As
to
we
lose some weight.
dance our brains away, please. Dance the depression away, dance the pain away, and dance the extra weight away. Of course, apart from the
from the main one. But welcome to our show, The Gist City. You're listening to your number one online radio station. I am your host, Miss Blondie.
And I am DJ Nara, aka a girl baby, a girl Toto.
A girl Toto doing her thing pale kwa Dex. Are you loving the playlist, the throwbacks?
Thank
you have
you.
taken me to Caesars.
Place mbali sana.
That guy.
Tukisimama kwa desk.
Yes. And then this guy graced us since that time tulikuwa tunavaa uniform. So he made sense. Jungo make ilikuwa amevaa uniform. So it takes me back and did you also get troubled ile time he disappeared? Because I did. Mimi, I guess I was part of the search team. Online.
I don't even think has he ever been found?
I don't know, but I've heard of rumors that
he's around.
He went to settle with an older lady from do you know he was I guess country. From the coastal area. So nilisikia he kind of went and settled with an older lady. Those are just rumors. It's just alleged stuff.
But
there
could be some truth.
It could be some true. Clearly.
Kwa beach akitafuta. Apoko used to zunguka the beaches wakitafuta.
Looking for an older woman to come
will keep him. Yeah.
Keep you.
Me heard he was abducted.
He was abducted.
His song got so famous so fast. So the big wigs, the ones Bamboo was talking about.
Kinda
did the thing.
They carried the man.
They carried the person away, I beg.
Oh wow! I would love if anybody knows an update on
if
the
anyone
story.
has any information,
Tabu
call the number on your
niambie
screen.
kidogo. I would love to know what happened to Caesar.
Yeah.
But this guy did one song and it was just one major song. Do you know any other song from him? Mimi sijui ingine. I just only know that. I don't think there's one. So that is the only song he did and it was one hit that
was such a beautiful
graced us until I guess we were old enough to know okay, we are out of school.
Yes.
And it's still a banger hadi wa leo. If you play it mademo wataamka na wataanza kudance basically.
Na si ati nini.
And without even trying.
Yes.
But we do have a comment from Jeremy Griffiths on our question where we are asking you, which legend would you bring back? And you feel that ukiwa later back to the scene right now, they would still kill it. They will still steal the show. They will still rock showbiz vibaya sana. So Jeremy is saying, girls popping, how y'all beautiful queens doing? How are you, Griffiths?
Thank
Mambo
you.
Jeremy. Blondie umeanza violence mapema na pole
kidogo tu
anasema Whitney Houston, a real female legend. Her songs and the vocals were just on another level. That one we cannot even deny. I don't think there's even anyone who would get to the point where Whitney was.
True.
Because she was doing the most. She dominated the 90s, the 80s, like she was in that generation and she killed it. She did. And for me, it's sad how her story turned out.
I know.
I don't know.
Nani, what we were talking about in the morning.
Yes.
How your husband completely runs your life. Abuse after abuse, how talky, for the babies. What happened? We saw.
Yeah, we saw
this
her
child you
story.
were trying so much to protect came straight after you, like,
exactly.
I can't exist without you. What have you left me in?
And it's sad, and the reason I say it's sad, it's because whatever happened to her kind of turned out to be the same story her daughter went through, and now they're both not living.
You see,
like
it was a difference of like 6 months.
Yes, it didn't even take long.
It didn't take long. If you're worried about your kids in an abusive home, I beg, leave.
Ondoka too.
Toka.
You're not even saving them or protecting them by staying.
They better not have a dad.
They would rather
such
not.
A dysfunctional life.
Exactly.
They'll be traumatized forever.
True. And the scenario that for her it was she was also high on drugs. She was a consumer of abusing drugs. Ilifika point it was even something that the daughter was involved in. Unaona, like it was the cycle kind of came back, which was not something so nice.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah. And her story, that's why I'm saying her story kind of upsets me, because she was one of the greatest, but then that is only in the music industry. When it comes to her personal life, it wasn't as interesting, as perfect, beautiful as you would expect. You totally, yeah. But when it comes to people who have left the scene right now, Mimi, I would bring one. She's not dead, but she's away from the scene, and she used to kill it.
Who's that?
Celine Dion.
Oh my God!
Can you even deny Celine Dion the chance?
Please,
can you? Would you even stand up and say Celine didn't grow as a
come through? She was a queen,
She was one of those women who I think up until today I go and create my own Celine Dion playlist, because it's not just one, it's not two, it's not three songs that
40.
Yes, it's about so many songs that will grace me, and still I'll feel I've received some soul in the morning. Yes.
What is that song about the storm? My brother listened to that song adi namwambia super Celine Dion magic. Amenyongwa mazee.
Because of how extreme they'll take it.
When the rain comes down.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Boy, she overused the song. I'm like, I beg, Celine is dying.
Would you deny that song is a like a classic?
Beyond, hizo right up there sasa with akina Whitney, akina Michael Jackson, up there, it's a living legend.
True. And most people probably ask, how did where did the